What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. If you've been paying attention to this little culture war that we've had going for what is almost a decade now, we have made significant victory, significant progress as far as, first of all, just getting out our message to combat the message and just the overall the BS meter for most of this country has hit its peak. And so, like I said, we've seen those significant victories on all different fronts: political, high RFK, movies and TV shows. Well, we got things like Deadpool and Wolverine, and The Acolyte was canceled. And on the video game front, significant successes like Take What You Want, the outcome of the petition for it, but Stellar Blade, people still seem happy with that. It made a lot of money. It, for the most part, rejected DEI and ESG and all those fun things that I'm tired of saying too. Wukong. That being said, there are still some holdouts. There's still some people that are, like I said, they're holding out. The ship is changing course, but not quite for everyone. So we got things like Concord, a 5v5 like arena game, because those are also popular still. All the characters are literal DEI checkbox characters, various shades of melanation, all the sexualities under the sun, many a gender, everyone with pronouns, and all of them dating each other. Again, forget anything about the gameplay. So this has led to people correctly pointing it out. And even though this is literally the game we tell them to go make, much like a Dustborn, which this is faring better than, but that all brings us to really the fact that while doing better than Dustborn, it's not doing all that great. So we just had the other day one of the lead character designers claiming that the developers are strapped in, certainly not strapped on, and ready to push it for years to come. And you can see that actual quote there saying that Concord has so much humanity and depth to it. That means that everyone is variations of gay and or people of color or underrepresented groups. You know what it is. Insanely proud of the game. We're strapped in and ready to push it for years to come. Giggity. And that just brings us to right the next day. Concord dies out of the gate. Peak release date, current player count, concurrent rather, 70% of the game's open beta. Just a little spoiler for you, the open beta was not good. So this was the early access for people that had actually bought the game ahead of the open beta. You can see there were only, I think at the time when it was taken, like I said, 15 or so people. Then when they actually did release the open beta, and that was open beta not just for anyone who had bought it, but just free to download on Steam, free to download on PlayStation 5. They were handing out codes. Nothing. You can see, like I said, hitting that peak there of around 11,000. And now, or rather, peak there of all time, but that was only 16 hours ago. And I'm not sure if that includes day of release. So at the time of that, it was 11. But now you see right here, going according to the PlayStation players in the open beta, compared to early access, using a gameplay data sample from over 3.1 million active PSN accounts, courtesy of our partnership with Game Insights, we can see that Concord has 8.1 fewer players in the second open beta than the early. So that was just showing that, like, man, that should have more since more people had access to it. Well, it has released now. There's a whopping total of 587 people with a grand total of 600. So maybe 700 people have played it on release. Just for a little bit of comparison, when Black Myth Wukong, they had about 1.1 million within hours and 2.3 million really within that 24-hour period. So clearly, this is aimed more toward a modern audience, much like Dustborn, and we saw what happened with them. It's not really sure what the sales are on PlayStation. It's currently listed on the 6th best-selling new game behind Black Myth Wukong, EA Sports, Madden NFL. Shout out, by the way, to Nicolas Cage, who's going to be playing Madden in a biopic. Valorant is sort of the other version of a Concord, definitely aimed at a modern audience. 7 Days to Die and Hunt Showdown 1896. And as mentioned, yeah, selling better than Dustborn, which still only has about 83 people. Even Savi is not going to be punished. She did a 7-hour playthrough, and even her chat's like, no, it's fine. not even worth playing through to meme it. So yeah, the Concord and Valorant still going out, but not exactly what you want to see with that player count. Not even in the top 10 here on PlayStation in the US. And again, when you go in here, all that stuff I described to you at the beginning about them on purpose making it woke and oh, it disappeared. Making it woke and aimed toward that modern audience that just isn't there. Well, I mean, why did this do better than a Dustborn? Gameplay, the type of game it was. The other one was more story based. This actually has weapons and all that, and also access and ability to spend money on marketing. But for the most part, as you can see, those who do play it, they don't really stick around. And most of the people, when they see all the things associated with it, i.e., look at all the different color hair and fun hairdos and all the sexuality going on between all the different operator types. Oh, and they don't have any wheelchairs like Rainbow Six Siege coming out, but we'll see. We'll see if they make it that long, because apparently, if you believe from the yesterday, the other day, the lead designer of some of the characters says they're in it for the long haul, even if they have under 800 people, not even 700. But I'll be nice. Let me know what you think about all this. You're gonna play this at all? How about Dustborn? How about Valorant? How about no? Probably still playing Wukong. Anyway, yeah, be sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well, bye.